Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. They touchlight every corner. Oh, yeah, yeah. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo.
This one not the off a mic, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. This is Maiyegun Live. And from wherever you are watching from, good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening, and top of the day or of the moment to you and your household. This is Maiyegun Live, and tonight we have a lot to really dig into. And sometimes I might make it sound so light or kind of lighter when I start, when I begin my analysis and all of that. Just follow the story, okay? If you really want to enjoy it, follow the story. Follow the facts as we separate facts from fiction, as we separate propaganda from the real thing. And whatever you make of this video at the end of it all is solely yours. And you are entitled to your view about it. But I'm going to start tonight because I'm feeling a little bit kind of, happier. And this is why. Buhari has get out of Nigeria. He is on his way to London. He is probably in London now. So the good news is that he is coming to a place where there will be no police, there will be no military, there will be no DSS, there will be no anyone harassing anybody, where people are going to gather. And as usual, send him back to the hell he is coming from. It is a hell place that Buhari condemned. This guy is condemned everything that was wrong with Nigeria in 2014, 2015, including Tinubu, right? And 6 years after that, not even a single just one hospital equipped to just take care of the politicians alone. I mean, let us start saying, oh, they are no longer traveling abroad. If you look at the best hospital they built for themselves in Abuja or in Lagos or in anywhere, right? That is where Nigerian politicians now go to. They have the best facility, they have the best doctors, they have the well-paid staff, the equipment. You know what I'm talking about? For 6 years, they didn't do nada. They made it worse, right? So they now left millions of the people they claim to be leading, 6 years, even if Nigeria no be country, like if nobody dey in charge of Nigeria before APC, Egbekegbe, came into power, let's say there's nothing, absolute nothing. Baba, it won't be this worse. Do you get that now? They couldn't build just single one that would take at least to make it something like a legacy that, oh, even though Buhari did not build or APC did not build any tangible healthcare system for poor Nigerians, but they did something. They reduced the forex they spent on medical tourism. It is called medical tourism. When they take your money, change your naira to pound sterling, and they transfer the money to the UK bank, and the UK will take their own tax from that money, pay the special doctor that will attend to him. Those special doctors are getting paid every now and then. You know what I'm talking about? Your money. And then when it's done, it will return back. They will bring him back and they will keep him inside the locker room, inside the asshole rock. Abi, they will keep him in the locker room. And like a deity, like, a sort of a god. So everybody will have to go in there and bow for the demigod. Like that. 6 years, a shame. Like, Buhari did not just fail those who bought his scam. APC, Egbekegbe, did not fail those who bought their scam. Buhari even failed himself. Think about that. Buhari failed himself. He knows that he has a very critical health condition, very terrible one that has now led to dementia. It's people that claim to love him. They couldn't put aside billion, even when they budget. Do you know how much they budget for Aso Rock every year? If you don't know much, I'll tell you the ones I can remember from 2017. In 2017, they budgeted 3.2 billion for Aso Rock Clinic. In 2018, they budgeted 3.6 billion for Aso Rock Clinic. In 2018, they budgeted 3.8 billion for Aso Rock Clinic. In 2019 budget, they reduced it. They budgeted 3.6 billion for Aso Rock Clinic. In 2020, where Corona day, Baba, they budgeted over 6 billion for Aso Rock Clinic. But guess what? Upon all the billions, you will think the best of the best medical facility, you will find it at the State House, so where they take care of the president, the first family president, his wife, his vice president, his own wife and his own family, and so many other people who are top class of the government. They care nothing. They stole the money, and they budgeted extra code for themselves to come to London. Think about that. 6 years old, right? So I feel somehow good about it. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the road to it. There's another one. We were talking about Tinubu, asking Buhari not to take Nigeria through austerity. Okay. I know if he break down austerity completely, but what I actually understand about austerity is that austere life means there are some certain things that will become so luxurious that you have to cut your coat. They say cut your coat according to your cloth, not according to your size. That is austerity, austere measure. You have to cut down. Maybe you love to eat, mix of carbohydrates, protein, and all this kind of mixture, vegetable and all of that, because you can afford them. Austerity means that when Nigeria hard, they reach some level, you begin to cut down, like even sugar no good for body. We should not be drinking too much milk. You can be you know what I'm talking about. So Tinubu was telling Buhari not to do that because 33% of the population unemployed. That has made Nigeria the capital, the capital of unemployed or jobless people in the world. 6 years, 6 years. They took Nigeria, that's the drama, right? They took Nigeria from what they called the #1 economy in Africa, when Goodluck Jonathan rebased the economy, Abi, and they said Nigeria economy was rebased and it was worth $500 billion. Remember, Abi? And they said in the next 10 years, Nigeria economy is going to worth over, what do you call it? Over between $2 and $3 trillion, because with what they were doing, agriculture, education, blah 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 blah, like they put them out at that time, yeah. From the #1 economy in Africa to the worst economy in Africa now, by all statistics, the poverty capital of the world, the country with the most people that are living in the most extreme poverty level, below extreme poverty level. Now, the #1 country, #1 jobless country. No, I want to frame it well. I don't want to mix the message. So, Nigeria is now the #1 country in the whole world with the highest number of jobless people. Thank you, Buhari. Right? So, Tinubu now said, Buhari should not take us through austerity. You know that Tinubu is the leader of all Democrats in Nigeria, okay? So that when people are telling you about Tinubu and all of that, it is very, very important to demystify him, because every day, if you pay attention, you will realize that everything they told you about Tinubu has always been a propaganda, a cover-up, no true story, no real thing. But now, it's going to be your new Buhari. And so many of you who are not paying attention should begin to pay attention now. There were those who said they will do this, they will do that. 6 years after that, the whole country is now in turmoil, on fire. Abi? Now they have another solution. Buhari should employ, since Boko Haram are employing young people because there is no job in Nigeria. So, Tinubu, your next president, is now advising your present mannequin, the breeding mannequin, Buhari, to employ 50 million of you who are the foot soldiers for APC, Egbekegbe. They should just recruit all of you inside the army, and they will give you kondo, give you kumo, give you stone, give you catapult, and some of you can use any other thing you want to use, or the broom, and you go and fight. 50 million. It's okay. What's it they're going to feed them? Now that we have soldiers who are fighting Boko Haram, fighting bandits, they are now protesting that they are not paid. So if Buhari decided to employ the Buharidins and the Buharididinis, the Buharidinutus and the Buharidijetus, the Buharishukus, the Unnekaharis, the Ungoziaris, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, and the humble slaves, even when the number no reach 50 million, they can come abroad and pick on the premium Buharidins and the Buharididinis, those who left Nigeria, that Nigeria did not leave them, those ones who are patriotic Nigerians from far away. So they can add them to the numbers to make up the 50 million. I'm talking about the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, the social media bandits, the Facebook adsmen. By the time you add all of this number together, they will have 50 million. But you know what they are going to feed them with? Paki, ege, corn, maize. Your next president, smartest Tinubu. I think we should start from him. I have a bit of some stuff to share with you on that. For those of you who are now trying to blackmail your brothers and sisters that it is wrong to demand for self-determination in Yoruba land than to begin to campaign for 2023. You want your brothers to campaign for 2023 because according to you, Tinubu is a genius. He's the smartest genius that knows how to solve problems. But yet, Lagos State mega city, mega slum. You know what I'm talking about, of course. Abi, where you once have a Bantu and your governor, Alake, Barack Obama, Fashola, the product of, you see, there's something you need to also know tonight. I'm going to share with you. It is a myth that these guys are progressives. These guys are con artists. They are opportunists. You know, the people they call the freeloaders. They take advantage, they study the situation, then they take advantage of the situation. So they offer solution to the problem, presented themselves as the solution. Then they make the problem worse to the point that by the time you look around, you would have been so lost in the old whammy of more problems that you would have given up. They are scammers who took advantage of the people's vulnerability and at the same time their entrapment in Nigeria to their own advantage. But they are not genius. They are not. The system allows that. If you can carve a niche for yourself in a crooked Nigerian system, it doesn't matter where you come from. Do you get that now? So before you convince your brothers, convince your sisters, begin to go lyrical, begin to sound like you are intelligent. The Tifnumbu that you are going to tell them to line behind was the same Tifnumbu, Laya Muhammad, Saleko Barack Obama Fashola, Ikene Shatabandu Oshibajo, Aregbe Mugbo of Oshun. The other one that died in Ibadan, what's that one's name again? Hey, remind me. And so many other crook who told you then that they have won the magic, the secret of changing Nigeria. They are the product of the scam. But you now see those who are the victims, the collateral mumus, those who have become the victims of their misrule, misgovernance. Those are the Buhari, the foot soldiers, and all of them. When you look at them very well, and you look at what I'm about to share with you, pay attention. That's what I want you to do. Just pay attention. Ajirebi of Oyo, thank you very much. The late Ajirebi, Ajiyaje, of Oyo, constituted authority, who is presently dead. These guys are not smart. Look at them. Can you tell me that Buhari is a smart person? Therefore, is so smart that it could make 1 million people believe what he's saying. It is the system. What are they using? Tribal differences, using the tribal division, religious differences. You see, today, I was reading somewhere, they said, the Islamic something of Nigeria, that they threatened Christian Association of Nigeria simply because Christian Association of Nigeria threatened Islamic organization of, I don't know. I'm like, look at that. That is how it works. You see, all these organizations, religious organizations, they share the same tenet that aligns with all these criminals. It doesn't matter which political party they belong to. But they are not smart people. They are not geniuses. It is the system that allows it. You just need to carve a niche for yourself. And that's what they have done. And we need to demystify them. Tifnumbu has a solution for what would be a way of fighting the current problem and employing more young people to defend Nigeria. Do you get that now? To defend that. This is his own way. Let us, he said later, he's retracted later today, 24 hours later. Okay? He's retracted that statement. He said, no, he meant 50,000. Oh boy. You would think, say, Buhari was, Abi. Your Tifnumbu, the Jaga bandits, the Jaga weary, the Jaga idiots, the Jaga crooked, the Jaga criminal. Aṣíwájú àwọn olè, aṣíwájú àwọn jàgùdà, aṣíwájú àwọn 419, aṣíwájú àwọn agbénita. He is not smart. Pay attention to this. This is the solution. Watch this.
I hope the president himself will not pay attention to austerity. I spoke about it just this last Saturday. Inflation is a question of inflation. It is only the state that must constrain itself and balance budget. It is only the local government that must restrict itself and balance budget. Sovereignty is that of Nigeria, and it is only the federal government that has that sovereign power. I must use it for the benefit and development and the health, quality of life of Nigeria. That's why they are sovereign. It is time. We are under police. And we are competing with armed robbers and bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand as consumption. So over 5 million army of boot camp. We create our food. I mean, that's money for the farmers. That's consumption. But you know, skill development. Don't call them illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm. Not when you can create a laundry computer that you are technically competent. No. Those who are working on sugarcane farms who can do so many other things and transfer key labor. Those who can do cotton. Not when you bring fabric from China or you become a nationalist. No. I never know what they call conflicts until I got to America. And it's from our corn. This alcohol that we are using for coronavirus, what is called? I never know it's from corn because we grow here. And you can, how many of it can we produce?
Engineer Abeokuta, Managing Director for Agbado Foundation.
Did you pay attention to his speech? some people believe that he has a speech impediment or something. Did you pay attention to that? Now, I want you to pay attention to this other video. That was your Tinubu there. So when I said before you begin to fight your brothers, begin to play the card they will ask you to play. Is 2023 more important? Now, is this the person that they are telling you will change Nigeria? As a Yoruba man, before you begin to fight your brothers, before you begin to make enemies out of yourselves, before you begin to give out your brothers your brothers' names and locations to the killer squad that will make this person. Is that the person? Now pay attention to this video and tell me if you see any difference between Tinubu and this guy.
Anybody with AK-47 should be shot, because AK-47 is supposed to be registered and is only given to security officials.
Did you see that? Right? Here is another one I want you to pay attention to. Again, that's Tinubu.
And we are competing with armed robbers and bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon.
Did you see that? That is early stage of dementia. Okay? And if you think that is something probably, maybe he's tired and all of that, I want you to pay attention to this video, which was a year ago. There's a reason why I'm putting this in the collection of this broadcast tonight, for the sake of those who are going to watch this video all over again. Now, pay attention to this particular video that he made when he called himself the, the leader of all Democrats. Watch this.
I, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, want to appeal as a committed Democrat and a leader of all Democrats, regardless of political party, to our conscience and our commitment to democracy today on the forthcoming election in Edo State. I want to appeal to you to reject Godwin Obaseki in this coming election. I have suffered with many others to bring about this democratic regime that today we are enjoying in the country. Then, Godwin Obaseki didn't participate in any aspect of the struggle to enshrine democracy in the country. Therefore, he could not understand the value and the pains that was associated with this democratic struggle. He was elected a governor by you people of Great Edo State because he presented himself to you then as a Democrat, and he was sworn in after winning the election. No one prevented him from being sworn in. Thereafter,
I just think that somewhere God will just help me, because I really wish I could really help. I really wish I could help. It's very painful, truly. I can't.
It's very painful. That was a cut and paste video recorded by TVC. As much as they did everything and they put it in front of him to be reading. Like Buhari, they have to be doing cut and join and all of that. So what do you think would be the expectation after that? Now, let me give you the idea. When they tell you that Tinubu knows how to appoint very smart people, he knows how to make great people. No. What he does is that he compensates those who work for his own interest, for everything. It's all about the interest of himself. And therefore, as long as you are loyal to the Godfather, you can be anything. You want to be governor? His bag carrier is the vice president of Nigeria today. It is called reward for loyalty. His own people that they keep telling you that they are smart people, they are this, they're educated. They are only good in one thing, right? They read a lot, right? And therefore, they are very good at throwing about grammar, numbers, ideas that have never been tested. None of them have been proven to have tried anything in the field that they have told the whole world they were experts, simply because they were leading the ad of poorly educated country. Okay? 6 years ago, these two prominent figures, they are Yorubas. Today, they are deaf and dumb about the insecurity in Yoruba land. Just like Tinubu is now pretending to want to talk about the insecurity, but at the same time, he is suggesting that a killer-ass man should be rehabilitated. And therefore, if he is able to cock gun, and he can also be able to work on his tractor on his farm. Those are the kind of theories that they put in people's heads. And that was when they were clapping for him, like, that's true. If we rehabilitate them, without telling you that if he becomes the president, he himself will begin to rehabilitate terrorists. Then where's your faith as Yoruba people? Remember these two videos. The first one is this expert. He is not an expert, but because Nigeria entertain idiots who are always like a jack of all trade. They are experts in everything. And then when they are talking, you will think they know what they are talking. Since they are talking to poorly educated people, poorly educated and miseducated citizens, yeah, they always get a round of applause. Remember this same guy who said this 6 years ago. And he later became the Minister of Power, Minister of Housing, Minister of Works, right? And within first 4 years of his ministerialship, yeah, the Ministry of Power, where he told the whole world, as a governor in Lagos State, somebody that couldn't generate 24 hours electricity in Lagos State, 22 years, they couldn't devise a means of supplying every household in Lagos State 24 hours electricity, but he was an expert. He knows how to give the whole Nigeria electricity. Then they came to power. Now they gave him the ministry. Oh yeah, turn Nigeria power on. Last 3 times, national grid of Nigeria collapsed. But 6 years ago, he was an expert. Watch.
But I will try to be simple. Power generation is not rocket science. It's just generator. So just remember and imagine that your I better pass my neighbor in 1 million times its capacity, but in one place. So if you can make that size of 1 kilowatt, you can make a power turbine of 1,000 megawatts. That's that simple.
Very simple. Very, very simple. Just like they told the whole world. These same guys, they told everybody that you are going to get 3 million jobs every year. All of you are going to be getting scholarship. You are going to get paid before, if you finish school and you graduate, you will serve 1 year in the National Youth Service Corps. Then they will begin to pay you the equivalent salary of what you should be earning if you have a job. They promised everybody, oh boy, they said 1 meal a day for school children. People didn't know that what they were saying was 1 meal a day. If you get 1 meal a day, by the time we are done with you, by the time change enters you, if you gather 1 meal a day, you could praise God every Sunday, right? That's the star boy, That was their star boy, the brilliant professor of technology. He was Minister of Power for 4 years. Yeah? They couldn't buy that 1 million. I better pass my neighbor. Put them together and give Nigeria light. Instead of that, they collapsed the national grid 3 times. 3 times. That is number one star boy, a product of Tinubu's political tautology or political academy. Right? Here is the second one. That one had a little bit of a religious spice, You know the story. Watch this too. It was also 6 years ago by their star boy.
The Lord. This country will change February 14, 2015. There is no doubt at all that this country will see a change. I'm happy that you will witness that change. I'm happy that you will be alive to see that change. It will be a change from the unemployment we have now to jobs for young people. No light, no power, there will be power. Everything that a government should do, this government, the new government of General Buhari will do. Don't let anybody tell us lies and deceive us about religion. You and I know that the most important thing is that when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. Let me ask you a question. Are you rejoicing now? Under this government, are you rejoicing? Very good. The reason why we cannot rejoice under this government is because the scripture says when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. After February 14, 2015, in fact May 29, 2015, you will see rejoicing. You will see rejoicing. By the grace of God, we will all be alive to see it. If you believe that you will be alive to see.
Do you see that job?
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Do you get that? These are the guys, these are the star guys that will begin to give you different species now. How Tinubu made them. How Tinubu is a maker of all leaders. How Tinubu is going to help Buhari complete the good work he is doing. Are those the guys you are going to fight your brothers for because of 2023? Are those the people you are trying, you are getting ready for now? Say, now me and them. Anybody that says Tinubu will not be president, we now me and them go enter the same shokoto. Are you normal? Are you normal? Like, you know that video. Are you normal? You're going to fight because of those ones. Yeah? Or you're going to fight because of this one. Because this one is the leader of those ones you're about to fight for. This one.
On the long neglected Boni Bridge to connect these long separated communities.
Not true, it's not correct.
In the southeast,
like it's not correct.
Not correct. In the southeast, a critical section of Umahia linking Oka to Onitsha.
You see, that's their leader. So, Tinubu that you watched this video just now is not well. You see those people who claim to be experts around him, intelligent, Aregbe, and co, and the rest, are those the ones you want to sell to Yoruba? Are those the ones you are going to say Yoruba deserve to continue to die in silence? Come on, man. That's going to be a tough call. And that is why many of us are not going to let that happen. We're going to do our best, okay? We are trying to save the people that they have brought up to this complete ruin. Why are you not seeing that? We are trying to. Are you telling me that you are not aware? Go and call your brothers, call your sisters, call everybody, tell them. If they sell you Tinubu for 2023, you are buying your death certificate. You see, Maiyegun is here to help you, trying to tell you that don't join them. Don't fight your brother because of these criminals. Are you not aware?
Continue. No problem. God will see us. There is God. There is God in everything we are doing. Those bloods that are sharing in Bronu will answer. What of two teachers, what of two teachers that can tell us that they conducted that exam? Do you come with any? Principal? No, too. You waka come. Okay. Now the first lady is calling you, come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. 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 There is God.
Please subscribe for more African comedy skits.
Follow them. I am only screaming here not because anybody will kidnap me. If you make Tinubu your hope of escaping from Fulani terrorists, come, oh, I am here to save you. Call your children, call everybody. If you tell them and you fight your brother because of Tinubu, the same Tinubu that didn't give a damn about those who died at Shasha or those who lost their properties at Abule Ado in Lagos, was traveling and junketing about until he fell. Somewhere, he was caught in Katsina where they had a fire incident. They were trying to buy validation abroad. I am calling you today, tonight, wherever you are. You, my brother, living abroad. They have not started. See, you have been sending money to help people at home. You are yet to start sending money for ransom, Abi. I am calling you. You, don't say you are not aware. I am calling you. Call your children, call your mother, call your everybody. Tell them they should not buy another death certificate. When they gave you change and they said next level, I told you, I said it's next devil. And I have never played any game in my life. If you pass one level, next level is always harder than the last level. So if they take you to extra level again, or they take you to God knows who, tell your people, tell your children, people are already refugees in Benin Republic. Yorubas should not buy the lies from these con artists, con men who are parading themselves as representatives of Yorubas. Chief Numbu and co. I'm saying it not because I'm going to be directly affected, but if they take any member of my family now, sure, I no go pay. I no go try and help. Maiyegun is calling you. Call your children. Call everybody. Oh. They should reject their death sentence. So 2023. Bonus level will be the second term. So if you follow any, because they have to pretend that they want to continue what Buhari is doing. And you know, say Buhari, the Punisher in chief, is doing a great job. He's done so well that people are suffering, and they are thanking God. Have you ever seen that in your life? Where people will publicly tell you that, Baba, Nigeria, Baba, you know what I'm talking about? But they will be saying, I thank God. So why don't you go and protest and fight these people in about they will just kill us, Jare. They will just kill us, nothing will happen. I'm like, okay, you just adopted the other style. You will just die by hunger or anything will go kill man. Something must shall kill man. Abi? Tell your people, they will be affected though. They will pay. I am saying it now. We all know that anytime you pass a level, all of you, boy, the jazz strong. Oh. Imagine it. People will survive the first 4 years of Buhari. They rig them out, use the military, use everything. Nobody can liver to come out and say, oh boy, me, I know if you go to this next level of it, and you know if you force me enter next level. Nobody. Everybody just mellow. Everybody just manage. People will survive Buhari 4 years. They are now thinking they will survive Buhari's 8 years. Last, they are about to give them another Buhari that will then take them to upper level, the bonus level. Now, for those who remain, by that time, those who want Japa go down Japa. Everybody who want to claim his own country from Nigeria would have claimed his own country. Everybody you will begin to get past before you travel from Onitsha to Ondo. Before you travel from Lagos to Kogi, you begin to get past because now different people, they control the region. No joke. So if they take you to upper level, oh boy, if you get chance, before your republic come, before Biafra come, before Oduduwa come, if you get chance, go find another country or better still. Because you see, within 6 years, look at Nigeria. Imagine another 10 years of this kind of a thing. 10 years. You just see people, they take selfie with bandits on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway after they have paid their pass, And don't believe this is not possible, okay? In half of the northern Nigeria, as you are watching this video, half of the northern Nigeria, many of those local communities and all that, those that are not, they have not run away and abandoned their full communities, those who are still in their own communities, they are paying taxes to bandits. Farmers, abandoned by Nigerian government, by the Nigerian security agents, they are now paying bandits. They are paying them taxes in Katsina, in Zamfara, in Niger State. They are paying bandits in order for them to go and plant food, in order for them to go and harvest their crops and everything. They pay bandits. The bigger your farm, the bigger your tax. Government, the Nigerian government is not even going there at all. So if you allow this next level, next evil or next devil to take you for the next 2 years and you manage, because they say if you kick Nigerians, to the war, if you push them to the war, instead of them to turn back and fight for their lives, they will make hole inside that wall and they will enter that wall, enter them to the other side, and they will begin to endure. Even if that other side is hellfire, they will make hole. They will make hole. So I have this. The same Tinubu, by the way, which is something I actually wanted to show you before I go to the next one. The same Tinubu, who is now the leader of all the Democrats, the same Tinubu abandoned the entire Southwest. And he did this in the same Katsina state. So if I tell you that they take it to another level and you begin to take selfie with terrorists on Lagos-Ibadan Express inside Odop, they say, what is good? They say, we are just kidnapped now, but we are going to be released soon. The bandits just kidnapped, but they are even nice to us. They are taking us to their camp now. But once we pay them, they will let us go. They are very nice. They are not really brutal. In 10 years' time, that will be the Nigeria you'll be living in. But meanwhile, until then, he's still pretty much interested in receiving a validation of the northern Nigeria to become your next Buhari.
With one another in moments like this.
The purpose is to sympathize with commiserate with the governor and the people of Katsina, and particularly the market men and women who are devastatingly affected. But that's all I want to say. We have to continue to promote unity and collaboration among members of communities in our country. There's no other way to go. When you move around Katsina, you find plenty of Yorubas. We can't displace ourselves. We cannot but unite ourselves.
The APC leader also announced a donation of 50 million naira to the traders and encouraged them to rise above the present setback.
You can see, you can hear a Yoruba woman speaking here. That is the way we were raised. We cannot, because of what we did not control and what we cannot control at birth. Only God determine who you are, where you were born, and what language you were born into, what tribe you were born into. You were given the same blood.
The authorities are still working to ascertain the level of damage caused by the...
That's what they try to do, you know, pro-Nigeria, one Nigeria, and all of that. Last, Sha, the Pomo boys of Lagos, they are happy that the birthday celebration of their Tinubu was successful. And if you ask me how they celebrated it in Lagos, this is what I got. That's just the key. I caught this video as well. This was yesterday along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, where bandits were reported to have stopped people, the travelers, for some minutes, where they were shooting and people had to stop. The report that people got kidnapped is yet to be confirmed, but we caught the scene, few pics here and there, and this is what I got. So that was Lagos-Ibadan Expressway yesterday. It was an unconfirmed report, but yeah, they had a bit of interruption when the news was that some Fulani terrorists, they were operating and trying to kidnap travelers along their road. We'll report more when we find anything. So that is just the first part of our broadcast tonight. But before we go to another one, I want us to take a minute. Come on. This is something you can do within a sec, right? Give a thumb up under this video to at least mark your presence. Let's show how many of us are really watching tonight, right? And if you haven't subscribed to Maiyegun's Diary, you can do that now. Click on the subscription button, click on the notification button and set that to on, all notification, okay? And another thing is you can also become a member of Maiyegun's Diary Political. When you see any member who, any of my viewers who comments and you see this special sign in front of their name or their ID, those are the premium members of Maiyegun's Diary Political, which I'm so grateful to all of you. I've got a massive number of them. Amazing guys, right? So when I say thumb up, I'm not saying drop the thumb up under the video. No, there is this. If you leave the chat room, you will see the thumb up, thumb down under the video. Give it a shot. Okay, before we continue, let's do it. See, very easy. So thank you very much. Okay, so before I continue, I want to bring quickly a thank you message from the Age Nigeria Foundation. You remember that the last time I told you of how much we were able to raise for them. You were able to raise for them within just a matter of 3 days. When I told you that a few days ago, yes, they have sent their video to say thank you, right? They appreciate what you have done and they want to say thank you. They sent me this, and I'm, the the CEO of the Age Nigeria Foundation from Oduduwa, my maternal homeland, my hometown. They had this to say to all of you who supported them and raised 279,000 naira within 3 days to take care of their, food bank for the aged people in these following areas. Watch this. They are saying thank you.
My name is Oluwale, the President, CEO, Age Nigeria Foundation. Age Nigeria Foundation is an NGO that is solely dedicated to older people with the aim of raising resources to help the aged and their family members to overcome the challenges of aging. On behalf of Age Nigeria Foundation and the older people, I want to show my deep appreciation to our God-sent helper, Badiru Olusola Oluwaseyi Maiyegun General, who is presently using the platform to raise funds for our food bank program in Oduduwa, Ijebu-Ode, Abeokuta, Ogere, and Ijebu-Igbo in Ogun State, as well as Lara-Epe, Orile, and Alake in Lagos State. We plan to raise 1 million for our food bank program for vulnerable older people. I am very grateful and full of appreciation to every concerned Nigerians who have gone out of their way to donate to Age Nigeria Food Bank Program. God Almighty will replenish your purse and secure your silver age. Active and healthy aging will be your portion. Your autonomy will never be taken from you in older age. God will make you a channel of blessing to your generation and to the society. In Jesus' name. Every donor will receive a certificate for supporting the vulnerable older people in our society. God bless Maiyegun. God bless all our donors, and God bless our senior citizen. Thank you all.
Thank you to all of you. They got your message and they are so, so grateful. They told me they have never received such amount of support ever, like ever. It's always coming in trickles. It's always comes, it comes in people handing over things to them, supporting them with items and all of that. They have never, and they did so well, right? They did so well that they keep the detailed account of what they got from who and when, every detail, right? And that's how they keep their record, right? It's so amazing. They sent that to me, the list of all the donors so far, which is 21 people. So that's what you call impressive, accountable, and reliable people that we can always give our own ounce of support to. Okay, so thank you very much for your support to everyone. I read the name out yesterday, and I believe some of you who watched the video will likely have heard your name. And if you haven't, watch my yesterday's video. Let's take it further. The second part of this broadcast will be mostly on the latest development from Yoruba land, where the Yoruba young people have taken their, their awareness to the palace of one of the paramount rulers in Yoruba land, Alake of Egba. And they were in Abeokuta today to stage a solidarity rally to tell these elders that they should listen to the young people. Listen to them now before it becomes something. But there's an highlight of their solidarity rally today that I love. It is this part. Watch.
mother.
We are waiting for the pledge. Mo ṣe ìlérí fún orílẹ̀-èdè Oòduà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Oòduà tòótọ́ tọkàntọkàn tó fẹ́ ìlọsíwájú, ìgbéga àti ìdàgbàsókè ilẹ̀ Oòduà tí ó ní ìfẹ́ ọmọ, I'm making something up like that. They should give us a pledge. We will all teach our children how to sing Oduduwa anthem. We will sing it proudly on the streets, on the road, on everywhere in Oduduwa land, because it is important. That's how you get people in. That's how you get them connected to an idea that truly represents them. When they begin to connect to it, when they begin to find themselves live it, they will fight for it. Just like these guys took it to the Alake's palace today.
I don't think I show you right. You know, see, this will not be Photoshop. Go say Photoshop. Shatiri. 18 no one le. 18 pieces no one le. 18 pieces no one le. Shatiri. Abeokuta la wa yi o. Abeokuta la wa yi. Ìlú tí bàbá wa kọ́ ti ń ṣojo, a dẹ̀ sọ fún bàbá wa, a ní kó má ṣojo, kò sí nǹkan tí Nigerian government fẹ́ fẹ́ yí ọba wa ṣe. Àwọn ọmọ yìí ẹ wò, ẹ ti bímọ tó ṣoríire, ẹ ti bímọ tó ní àlùbáríkà, ẹ má bẹ̀rù mọ́, ẹ má bẹ̀rù kò sí nǹkan tí Nigerian government lè fẹ́ yí ọba wa ṣe. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè, ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè,
No more going back.
You get that? Call it sponsored, whatever you want to call it. I call it a great awareness. Let the people key into it. Let them key into it. If all of them don't even understand it fully, let them key into it. Excuse me, who is this Madueke? Is it being rude? I've been reading few comments from him, and it seems so kind of. Please let me know. Just for a sec, because that got my attention there. It caught my attention, and I want to know. If it's been rude to any of you, please let me know. These guys who are using short this, short that, I want to know who they are, and we can get rid of them if we have BOT on Maiyegun's diary presently, okay? I want to check that. Yeah, let's check that out. One sec. Odara. If you find any, any BOT on my, in the comment section, if you see any fake account, if you see anyone that is unruly and, we need to get rid of, we will not let them come on here, okay? There are BOTs that are always like that, spammers, they call them. So get rid of them and please point them out, and I can take care of them myself, okay? So we are happy that the young people are doing that. You know what I'm talking about? They are doing that. They are talking about it. They are imagining it, and they are also encouraging those who are, who believe that they can still change the narrative or keep the status quo same. So if this continues, let's see, maybe we'll get the army we are looking for, not the 50 million Tinubu's army. Did you get that now? I mean, that would be ideal. That is why I needed to bring that to your notice today. And when people say, why now? Why does everyone want to leave? Maybe I should share this with you. Every day, the story is the same. Every day, the story is the same. And every day, we are recording these attacks too. The funniest thing is, this issue of Fulani terrorists in Yoruba land is also going to expose the failure of those who have been parading themselves as political leaders in Yoruba land, the poverty with the Yoruba land, some of them, they are worse than what you have seen in Borno. But this whole thing is going to expose it. You need to see where our people live. You need to see the life. You need to see their communities. You need to see the total government neglect of them until this insecurity is going to expose them. You need to see them, okay? And then you will realize that you see all these opportunists, governors, this governor that who are parading themselves as representatives of Yorubas and continue to shout one Nigeria, continue to shout about 2023 and all of that, they deserve nobody's respect at all. Watch this. Something should. You can watch the full interview on Punch Newspaper's YouTube channel, please. The full video, the full interview, the full coverage. That is just a snippet into what people have to go through. You see, by the time they allow more cameras to go into those areas, into those villages, into those communities, what we are going to bring out of there, you will be so shocked. You will be alarmed. And you'll be asking yourself, why are the politicians in Yoruba land, those who are claiming that they are Yoruba leaders, governors, why are they not saying that? Is it that they don't have the resources to report it and protect these people? These are government allocated lands, government reserved areas, and that is Oyo State, Ibadan. And the story is the same everywhere. So when you now see people saying we want self-determination, we want self-rule, we want to protect ourselves, we can no longer trust the police, we can no longer trust the military. They are coming from the background of stories that you have never seen. These stories are many. The moment we are able to get our camera guys to go in there, to all the villages, capture these Fulanis in their real action, some of you Yorubas, you will begin to stone Tinubu when they talk to you about 2023. And if that is what it will take to report what is going on in Yoruba land to every Yoruba son and daughter all over the world, so that you don't see this as if to say people just want to, maybe they don't like him. What is there to like about these people? Do you really want to know what the real people are going through? And I think we should show you. And I think that's what I'm going to, God bless us, work hard on to bring more of these to your views. And then you will realize that we all need a united agreement. When Yoruba says we want this current situation, current arrangement to be rearranged, to be rediscussed, you should not be talking about 2023 elections. 2023 elections over who? Over dead people? Really? Or over refugees? And then they will now employ 50 million of you or 50,000 of you to Nigerian army so that you can go and use Kondo and Kumo to go and fight bandits and fight terrorists. The terrorists that they said is beyond them. They can't do anything. Do you get that now? So we need to bring some of this information to you. We need to bring everything to you. We need to put faces behind all these stories. And I think that is exactly what we do the work. And you as a Yoruba man, you as a Yoruba woman, you will not feel proud to ignore all of this and agree that your people should be subjected to further humiliation, to further death, unreported. if they are reporting everything going on right now in Yoruba land like we should do in the Western world, you know what? Some of you will never agree that Nigeria should spend another day as a country. You will begin to demand that Nigeria should break up. But the information that are available, thank God for social media, but the information that are available to you, you're still not using most of them. And then, well, maybe because they are scanty, we need to coordinate this information now. Yeah, Lagos is going to end up becoming a Maiduguri. The Fulani others have already surrounded Lagos. Go to Korodu, go to Ekpe. These are the, go to Ekpe, go to Lekki. You will see them everywhere. They will be deadlier than the Omonile. Even Omonile will run away. By the time the Fulani bandits, by the time they begin to kidnap Omonile, by the time they begin to kidnap head of court boys, whatever in Lagos, then you will realize that even Maiduguri will be safer than Lagos. And let me tell you something, it doesn't take them to blow it down. So if they are not paying attention, we should bring this story to the world. We should bring this story to everyone to see. And I am so grateful anyway. I am beginning to build something that actually invests in investigative reporting now. And very soon you'll begin to see that report too. I love visual reporting than just writing and writing. I want things, pictorial evidence. And now we will be able to invest in this by the third quarter of this year. I am pretty much hopeful that probably I would have saved enough to be able to send people in with enough good and better equipment to go in there and recover what is going on in those areas for us. Maybe when I begin to bring you the direct day-to-day report across Yoruba land, what is going on in those forests, then some of you will begin to take this serious. And you will know that 2023 is just another way of buying your death certificate or signing death certificate or death warrant of your own people. The people you claim to love. The people you always want to look after, your family members in Nigeria. Even if you're not there, you need to know this truth. And that's what we're going to do. Exactly. You see the guy that helped them sent Onogen, the former Chief Justice of Nigeria before 2019 elections, and they brought in Tanko Technicality, the corrupt criminal of Code of Conduct Bureau. They call him Abubakar Umar, something like that. The guy is a thief. The man who is supervising Code of Conduct for public officials in Nigeria is under investigation and is standing trial with EFCC, right? So, well, in order for you to know that Nigeria is a lawless country where criminals are in charge of the law, so criminals will always interpret the law. And the way the criminals interpret the law is how you have to accept it. Abi? So the person who was supposed to be a Code of Conduct Tribunal judge is meant to be a judge or a lawyer. This is what he did to a guard. Somebody who was at his own work. Jeje. Only God knows what happened. This criminal beat up this guard, this security guard at a mall in Abuja. And guess what? Because it's Nigeria, a lawless country, nothing going to happen. No, be the same Nigeria senator beat up a woman inside a sex shop in Abuja. Is it not the same Nigeria? Where is the senator today? Where is the woman he beat up? Where is the police? Now, this is the judge of a supposed Code of Conduct Tribunal.
Oh God, you have lost the case. Your power will not save you. I'll video this one with plenty. Video. It's mad. This man is mad. This man is mad. Okay, go inside your car, warn yourself, respect yourself. You are not the most powerful man. They will beat you for a year in a place. Enter your car and go. Enter your car, go. They must change out for him. They must change out. They must change out for this man. Go! Hey! Go! Hey! Waka! All of you guys go! You came to him because they show power. Reckless. They go beat you now. I say you're close.
Not to lose your beggars, not to. Shoot. Oh,
I wish I get some man. Go on. The judge, sorry about the shaky camera and all of that, okay? That's a judge of a code of conduct, the one that they used to send away the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Onoge. Unfortunately, when you have a country led by criminals, there will be no other thing than anarchy and lawlessness, right? So this is where we're going to draw the curtain tonight to everyone who tune in. Meanwhile, I think there's something I want to share with you as well, which was part of what I put together as what you have to probably get used to. When I told you that you might likely have to get used to taking selfies with bandits, terrorists, and all of them in Yoruba land, once they take you to Tinubu's, I don't even know what they're going to call it, maybe upper level or something. So one day, you just have to go to the campaign where bandits look at, honorable bandits, like they do in, I think that's what they do in J Republic or something, where bandits are participating in election, and you have to vote for bandits. So have you ever attended a bandit campaign before? When bandits are campaigning for election, have you ever attended one before? Maybe I should show you what it looks like, so that by the time Tinubu and co and gang, they take you to the upper level of APC, maybe you now have to get used to this when you go to campaign. You don't need to say much, all right? Just watch. So, you don't have any choice. You have to say, you have to vote yes now. Or are you mad? There's nothing. You see, the type of MC Olu, what makes the type of MC Olu and co, what makes them different from those bandits during election is that they don't have a full bed sheet all over their head to try to intimidate you with their guns. That's the only thing. Because they have guns too. The MC Olu and co, they have their own guns on the election day. And whenever you remember that video where they fought themselves in Lagos? So those are the things you're likely going to have to get used to. So when you go to APC governorship campaign in a pattern, you just see the candidates. Wakili Ismaila. Honorable Wakili Ismaila. Everybody go just say, hey, 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 hey. You know what I'm talking about? Hey. That's a yes. Hey, hey. You just vote yes. Yes. Do you want to say no? Where they are carrying AK-47 and pistol and everything. They say, oh, yeah, yes or yes. You say yes. That is what they want to turn us into. And that's something that people will likely reject. That's a future that they will tell you is impossible. But in Nigeria today, we now have bandits who are more powerful than government. So if anyone tells you that it's not possible, tell them that you were not born yesterday. And if they, I hope there's other way. There is none, okay? So don't listen to them. Don't let them use you. Don't believe in them that whatever they are doing is in the interest of Yoruba. It is not in the interest of Yoruba. Don't believe them whenever they say whatever they are doing, it is in the interest of, whatever they are doing is in the interest of the Igbos. It is not the interest of the Igbos. Not in the interest of Hausa. Not in the interest of anybody. Only the interest of these criminals who are united in their greed. Tinubu can continue dancing macabre dance. He can continue giving you inspiration. And in fact, you can vote him next as your Buhari. I'm just trying to remind you that we get record to tell you that now waiting go be the end. This Buhari home, now just Riaza. You know what is called Riaza? Ask Lagosians. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. If you haven't, in all honesty, I wish there is other way I can explain this to our brothers and sisters. I really hope that this really hits home. You shouldn't be scammed again and again without your permission. If they lie to you and you follow them and you believe them to lie to others, they didn't do that to you. You did it to yourself. You know the truth. Don't make up a lie in your head that will make you feel comfortable. Because that's if nobody are telling you, we will demystify him. Well, you can still go ahead and endorse him. Okay? At least no be your likes. They defend the Buhari, breeding lifeless mannequin. Somebody that couldn't even remember where he was. No be your likes, they defend them for second term. Because of fake Pastor Ruga, because of the same Tinubu, the Jaga bandits, to say Buhari will do 8 years. Thank God. The second year.
Livestock. Livestock.
National livestock.
I would talk about it.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. I think he doesn't know.
These are all directed at Mr. President. So corruption, yes, let me know. He can talk for himself.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I want Nigerians to give you another opportunity to do another 4 years. Why?
Well, he doesn't know.
That's the person. So if you are standing up again and say, I stand with Ashiwaju, no be people like you, they take K-leg, or the X-legs. They stand with Buhari. No be people like you, they drink gutter water. No be people like you, they jump up and down, shouting, next level, next level, next level. Today, now next hunger, next test. Someone said it's the next test level. I said, please, come on, stop it. Which one is next test? Next test, next test level. Since they have given you change, that one not to work. You stay stubborn. They gave you next level. Some of you are still now. Petroleum is going to be to around the 40 naira per liter. Electricity bill has been increased. VAT has increased. Minimum wage hasn't increased. You know what I'm talking about. So that's next level. So the next one is going to be next test. I say, Baba, stop it. People go tired. I think people are tired. But some people are saying, Maiyegun, stop it. Now only you, they get tired. You think they are tired? Watch them. I said, but we're going to go for Oduduwa Republic. Baba, it's true that people want to go for Oduduwa Republic. Now, because Tinubu never roll out his rice, they have never rolled out the Ankara. They have never started sharing 1,000 to 2,000. Baba, most of our brothers who are now going after everything about Oduduwa Republic, not because they don't like it, but because the likes of Tinubu, they have weaponized poverty. So therefore, people will be say, "Naonga they wire them," and you tell them to come and shout Oduduwa Republic. They may likely go and collect that rice, and they will still do what Tinubu tell them to do.
When they come back later in the evening, they will still shout to Oduduwa Republic, Oduduwa Nimi Toko. But because they have weaponized their poverty, they say, Baba, forget it. I say, but we are not going to take it as a, Baba, forget it. You're talking like say you don't know. Most of them are going to be shouting till 2023. So I'll say, okay. We'll tell everybody that we said our own, okay? If you follow them to the next level, I've been at the upper level, they take you. I've been at the, what do you call it? Anywhere they want to take you. If you collect all their lies, me, I will be here. You see, here is the problem. Many of those Buhari Deans and the Buhari Didins, and the conglomeration of the Buhari idiots, yeah, they don't like me. They always wish that something happens and I will just stop doing all I'm doing, right? Let something just happen. Maybe they should just shut everything. You know what I'm talking? They don't like me. I'm just the only friend they have. They didn't know. I'm the only one who always want them to tell them that, hey, you see this whole thing? You all of them, they be like lamb. They won't do asun. Asun, they put you out there. Everybody say, yeah, this lamb beautiful. See this lamb is so beautiful. See this ogufe. This ogufe na correct. I say, oh boy, Baba, you go market. This ogufe is a very strong one. Man, I like this ogufe. Oh boy, they are only preparing you for the asun. So when they are taking to all these levels and all these levels, you're just placing yourself or setting yourself up to be barbecued. My own job is to say, me, I won't go anywhere because I will still be able to get all your stories. They say, be very careful. Be very careful of your choice in life. If you make the right choice, it is a good thing. If you make a bad choice, it is also a good thing in two ways. If you make good choice, they will use you as a good example to people to be like you. If you make bad choice, it is also a good thing because they can also use you as a bad example of what people should never be. My job is to remind you that every action get consequences. Not be only one consequence, consequences. When you make your choice in life, be ready to also live with the consequences. If they take it, they gave you change. They gave you next devil. They are taking you to the next devil or upper devil or whatever it is. My job is to tell you that don't sign that death warrant. I don't know the other way to say it. Honestly, if you ask me that, Maiyegun, is there other way you can break it down? I don't know.
Somewhere God will just help me because I really wish I could really help. I really wish I could help. It's very painful, truly. I can't.
Do you get what I mean? It's so painful. I hope all my 1.5 hour video will help you a lot. Open your mind and let you know that you will be responsible for your decision. I am responsible for my decision in life. You will be responsible for yours. If you have one decision to make to escape what they are planning for you, don't listen to them about whatever they say again. Or else, it will end in hot tears. Thank you everyone for your time, for joining me tonight. I'm going to be back again later. If you have the time to join me, please do. But remember, how can we have nearly 2,000 people watching and only 700 of us could probably find this interesting enough to give a thumb up? Maybe you forgot. Now we are rounding up. You can give me that thumb up right under this video. I'm going to see you some other time. Until then, please learn Oduduwa Republic Anthem. It's the most beautiful anthem you'll come across, at least in a long while. You may not know the wordings, but something will resonate inside you just listening to the tune. I'll see you some other time. And good night. But meanwhile, there's something I nearly forgot. Our brother, who is currently in Ethiopia, that I told you of his story yesterday. Well, I got a response, and I'm very grateful. His full name is Suleiman Ifeoluwa Odewumi. He is from Abeokuta. Well, he's a footballer, an amateur footballer from Nigeria who has played in different local leagues in Nigeria. He's shared his story with me. I'll tell you more some other time. I got a response from one of my viewers. If you are watching me tonight, I want to tell you that I got your donation. I got a donation of £5, but a delivery of £4.55.
That's the most we've raised for this guy. If you are interested in helping him, reaching out, he's planning to raise $1,200 for getting his own work visa in Ethiopia, so that he can then is participated in a trial with a local club, a second division club, he called it. Now he's going to be, his name and his details, credentials will have to be submitted to the national, they call it national, maybe the national FA, so that will make him a member, who is now a member of that second division club. He said he's raised some money, but we've only been able to raise a £4.55. I got only one donation for him. Use the PayPal, add a message to it if you have anything for him. He is looking for $1,200. We don't have to raise all of that. I know I have generous people on my platform that can reach out. He called out for us for help, right? Let's see if we can. Use that PayPal if you can. Use that, what do you call it? Cash app. But please, whenever you send any money to this, our brother, Sulaiman Ifeoluwa or Dewumi, right? Please attach a message that says this donation is for Ifeoluwa, our brother in Ethiopia, okay? Or the footballer in Ethiopia, I mean, the footballer in Ethiopia, anything that can just indicate that your donation is for this guy, it will be delivered to him. Whatever we can give, let's reach out. We've done it for so many on this platform. We've always been reaching out to people, and I think this is one of them as well. Let's do something if we can, or when we can. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time. Oduduwa Anthem, and good night.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Presido bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.